justice that's going on around here. I've been going through something for like 2 years now. It just kind of took a toll on in my life. I became real closed off, and so if it wasn't for my husband who says, put on your big girl panties and you have to fight. You didn't do anything wrong. So, what today we're going to talk about is what we've been going through for 2 years, like I said. David, my husband's going to explain to you a little bit about what is entailed in this case also. So, and I thought that the best way to do it is for us to do it together. He's in prison, as some of you know. We have been together for 30 years. He's been in prison for approximately 12 years. He's been at Mulecreek State Prison. That's where he's been doing his time at.
And be mindful that throughout these 12 years, Sabrina has come to visit me throughout the years, and we've never had a problem up until November 1st, 2015.
Right. I've never had any issues with the prison, right? That's why it's kind of baffling to me on what happened. So, this is October 2015. Me and my husband were charged with conspiracy to bring in drugs into a prison. Now, there's a lot of details to this story, but me and my husband are going to tell you just the basics on what's been going on with us and on how the case has been going and how I'm fighting a case for 2 years that I'm not understanding why. Okay? So this is why I'm here. I deserve to be heard. And the reason why is because I think my back is up against the wall. I have a court-appointed attorney, a public defender or private defender, whatever they're called, sat there and told me that she's not going to do anything for me. No, I was floored when she sat there over me and told me she wasn't going to do a thing, that there was nothing to do in this case. So we're going to explain to you, right? Absolutely, and she chose to turn a blind eye. So you judged, public and family and friends. Now you tell me, once we get through with this story, you tell me that there's nothing to do on this case. And why she's turning a blind eye to my... I was just floored. So we're going to give you a little background. October the 2nd, me and my husband were going on a conjugal visit. So what you guys know, a conjugal visit is when two married people go and they have a little apartment. And we've done this before. A little apartment, and we stay for 3 days, okay? So, on my way to the family visit, I come in the prison, I go in, and an officer takes me to the back room, to this room. He says that we believe that you are bringing drugs into the prison, and I'm like, floored, like, what the hell are you talking about? So, why he was doing that, he tells me, I tell him, well, I let me go back. When he took me to this back room, there was cops standing at the doors. Now,
Was there cops inside the room?
absolutely, standing at the doors because there was no doors, and it said all. They said all this in the police report. Now,
So he escorted you into a room full of cops.
absolutely,
Okay, once you got inside, one of them blocked your exit.
yes.
Okay, then what happened?
Then he sat me down. He told me I had to sign this paper.
What kind of paper?
It was he had the paper covered with just the signature part. And I had to sign this paper. There was no choice. I had to sign this paper. I had to get searched.
And
So they,
paper was-
feeling intimidated, there's 5 cops at the damn door. I signed the thing. So,
But the paper was giving them authorization to strip search you.
right.
Correct?
Right. Now, I didn't know that at the time. He just told me I had to search. And I had to do this. So, and I couldn't leave. So that, to me, with police, blocking the exit, that I couldn't leave. I was scared. And so I signed it. And long story short, they took me into a room, strip searched me, and if you ever, with no door, and if you ever, it was,
How many cops came to do the strip search?
it was so much going on. Now, mind you, there's no doors. So there's a female cop, 2 female cops, and a male cop. So when I went back there and I told them, no, I'm not going to take off any more clothes, I'm leaving, picked up my clothes, they took me and said, you can't leave. Wow. You're going to, what? They told me I couldn't leave. So I sat there demeaning, just the most demeaning thing ever. So I sit there and I removed my clothes. Long story short, they strip searched me, forced me to sign an 888 form. Then after that, they went and they did.
But after you were strip searched, they looked up your vagina and your anus.
That's when, yes, that was the most, to take a mirror. They took a mirror to look up your vagina. They forced me to do, I would never agree voluntarily to do such and be demeaned that way. To be humiliated that way was, I didn't understand why. I still didn't understand why. So when they did the strip search, then they went and searched my car. Now none of this, none of this without a warrant. Now nobody's telling me about any kind of warrants. I didn't know about a warrant until further down the line. I didn't know anything about a warrant because they never showed it to me. I've never seen a warrant before. They never showed me one, and they never showed me one ever. Because they did, absolutely. So after that, they searched and said that they found letters. They found pay stubs that I was collecting $300, $200, and some MoneyGrams from 2011, which I didn't even own the car, guys, in 2011. Some MoneyGrams. Okay. Now they have all this evidence: MoneyGrams, Uh, and and they found some marijuana, some edibles, and some edible marijuana and some crumbs, right? And they even had the medical marijuana sticker on it. Tell you, really.
So, but the edible was half of edible,
A
half eaten.
half-eaten edible, right? Which, which was disgusting. But
So when they were searching your car, where were you at?
okay, so as they were searching my car, I was inside handcuffed.
Okay.
Okay,
So before they even found anything in your car, you had already got a strip search. You had already been handcuffed, and then they went to search your vehicle, and they planted some evidence. They found
absolutely,
a half eaten chocolate bar with
absolutely,
marijuana, and you had your receipt, and you told them that you had a marijuana card.
absolutely. So, and then again, okay, so they have all this evidence, okay.
Then they placed you under
So
arrest.
they took me to jail,
Being under arrest.
right? So they placed us under arrest and charged us with conspiracy.
Okay. Then, once they found the half-eaten chocolate bar, this correctional officer Spears fabricated a whole crime report and said that he had evidence of my wife and I conspiring over the phone to introduce this half-eaten edible chocolate bar, and that he had some other evidence which came to be false.
Nutshell, they dismissed the charge against my husband, but still tried to prosecute me because they're trying to hide their crimes. And what we're going to do, we're going to explain more to you about it later on. And my husband has to go. I love you, baby. Thank you for listening. Please share. Family and friends, we need your support. We need your help.